Had God given me a wave of justice in 2007, this thing would have been fixed. It would have been solved. Even if I wasn't received by the churches. So I have two oughts with this church. I have two problems with this church. Number one, you guys never received me. So the gospel could be preached so the work could get done. You guys never received me so the work could get done. And maybe I can get some justice. But you never received me. That's the point I'm trying to make. That's number one. Number two, God never gave me a wave of justice to force a certain level of justice for Full Gospel Tabernacle so I could have peace. And that peace would have given me 50% so I wouldn't have made any mistakes. So there's two problems here. It's not just one. Let me explain it again because I don't want any games over this one. Two things could have happened to fix this thing. And God giving the church an out by not receiving me is not one of them. It comes down to that. That's not going to be as big as you want it to be anymore. Because you're wrong anyway. Even if God doesn't call it sin, I don't care. You're still wrong. But here's the thing. There's two things the church did. Number one, you did not receive me. By not receiving me, the work could not get done. This absolutely would have stopped any type of problems that I had. Absolutely. If I were received as a minister from 2000 on, the work would have been getting done in the churches and I would have prevailed. That's number one. Number two, God never allowed a wave of justice for me. And this is a prophecy through Dutch sheets, but it's the truth because I've already seen it in two dreams. God never allowed it in 2000 on, especially around my marriage, 2007, to fix the problems of Full Gospel Tabernacle, which would have given, even if the church doesn't receive me, it doesn't matter. I don't care. It would have given me enough peace that I got justice over Full Gospel Tabernacle and by default kind of the church, that I would have had peace just being online and just chilling. And I know it hurts to say that because I'm sorry, I created problems online. I know it hurts. But had I gotten that wave of justice, then I would have gotten justice for Full Gospel Tabernacle. And I would have had peace there. And the church could not have justified themselves. Just because they don't receive me doesn't mean they can justify themselves there, because they could not. And that is a huge relief off my shoulders. That is a huge pain removed. Now, why wouldn't God allow that? Why would God not allow justice with Full Gospel Tabernacle? It's in there. You're going to know. It's in there. It's all kind of part of the same. You guys just are not accountable. And if you guys really couldn't take that hit back then, that's not me. So it's not just receiving me. It's not doing the right thing, even if you don't want to receive me. You didn't have to receive me as a minister, but you had to do the right thing with Full Gospel Tabernacle. And it might be that God couldn't allow that because you guys were never going to give me justice there. You just weren't going to care. And that's a huge problem. So that's two things. Me not getting justice, which would have greatly, almost like a settlement. Me not getting a settlement, that's there, and that's number two. But number one is that the church never received me, because then I would have been hurt, but I would have done the work, and that's the other half of it. Okay, so it's half one way or half the other. Okay, it was about 15% that went online and caused problems, so it wouldn't have been there, and it's going to be known. Had this church received me, I get 50% for doing the work in the churches. And had I gotten justice, I get 50% because I get the settlement and the weight's off my shoulders. Goodbye.